everyone, I'm DIY Deborah, and welcome to my channel, where we'll be covering food, recipes, lifestyle, and DIY, specializing in gluten and dairy free. If this is something that you enjoy, please come along with me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm DIY Deborah, and today we're going to be reviewing some of my favorite keto ingredients I get off Amazon. So I'm going to go over a list of 10 of my favorite items that are keto approved and really great. They're also gluten and dairy free, because you know we're all about that. So if you happen to be on a keto diet or even just on a regular regimen, and by diet I mean way of life for you, and that is minus the gluten and the dairy, then come along with me and I will show you some fabulous low-carb, sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free items you can get off Amazon. Now I'm first going to be starting as number one on my list is the Simply Delish gel dessert powders. Now these are awesome if you want to make any kind of a high protein, low carb fruit salad, and I'm going to be showing you a bonus recipe later on in the video so you can apply these gel dessert powders into a recipe. Now if you happen to be hearing some noises or animals or children or anything in the background, we are in the middle of a winter hurricane, and the barometric pressure, the weather, the noises tend to get everyone riled up. So you'll have to excuse me with the daily life that may be going on around me. So after the Simply Delish gel desserts, they come in peach and orange. I will also show you a picture up here or here, and I will be providing links on Amazon to all of the recommendations that I make here today. So be sure to check out the links down below, and you too can get your keto approved, gluten-free, dairy-free baking supplies. Okay, so number two would be the Simply Delish puddings. If you happen to be craving something sweet and simple to make that you can whip up in 2 minutes, this would be it. The Simply Delish puddings come in strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. They only call for a 1 1/4 cup of an unsweetened plant-based milk. Whip it with a whisk, put it in the fridge. Actually, it emulsifies so quickly you can almost eat it right away. So that's simple, that good, and if you have a sweet hankering, this will be perfect for you. Next on the list, and I am providing pictures as well as, like I said, links down below, so you can click on. My third recommendation for keto and my favorite would be a sugar substitute. So I have provided a link to a Swerve bundle. This would be the granular and the powdered Swerve sugar. For me, these are my favorite. The least aftertaste, blend fabulously, really great addition to your sugar-free, keto-friendly recipes. The fourth thing on the list is going to be some Bob's Red Mill nutritional yeast. Now, if you happen to be, especially if you're vegan as well as gluten-free and dairy-free, and you're trying to find things and sources of protein, it is really great to incorporate nutritional yeast, as it is high in your protein and your vitamin B. So if you are looking for a protein additive to add, especially to your savory dishes that you have to make for dinner, add a few tablespoons to this, to any of your soups or stews, casseroles, even your egg scramble in the morning, anything like that. Absolutely perfect addition for the keto diet. Some other preferences would be nuts. Now, I absolutely love pecans and walnuts, and I will show you some of my favorites that I get on Amazon. First being the pecans, and then there will be the walnuts. So, like I said, you can find all of these on Amazon in my links that I'm going to be providing below. And I hope that you will find these incredibly helpful because they're not only sugar-free, but they're gluten-free, dairy-free. A lot of them are also kosher and vegan, so they will cover all aspects of eating habits and dietary nutritional needs that you might happen to follow. So let's get on with the keto orange salad recipe. Let's get to it. You're going to be needing a lactose-free or dairy-free cottage cheese, the 2 packets of the Delish gel powder. Here, instead of a whipping cream, I'm going to be using a cream and a sour cream. You're also going to be needing a small can of well-drained and patted down mandarin oranges, some fresh pineapple tidbits, or you could use canned as well, and some nuts. Today I'm going to be using almonds, but you can also use pecans or walnuts or whatever your favorite nut may be. So here I'm showing you how to pat down well the mandarin oranges after you've drained them well. So it is recommended to chill your beaters if you happen to use an electric mixer and your glass bowl in the freezer for 15 minutes prior to making this recipe. So here I'm adding 1 cup of sour cream and a 1/2 cup of cream. And I'm going to combine this well. And then I'm going to be adding 1 packet of the Simply Delish orange jello. Now this recipe calls for a non-dairy whipping cream, but the sour cream and cream is all I had on for this recipe. And the Simply Delish gel dessert powder, the emulsifier that's in it is going to make this nice and thick once it's chilled for a few hours or overnight. So no worries, you can definitely substitute these ingredients. So here I add the first packet of the Simply Delish orange gel powder into the sour cream and combine well with a whisk. Then I'm going to be adding in my container of lactose-free cottage cheese. Now obviously this won't leave this recipe completely dairy-free, but with it being lactose-free and casein-free, I can tolerate this. But obviously if you are dairy-free, then you will have to find a dairy-free, fully dairy-free alternative cottage cheese to use in this recipe. So then I combine in my second packet of Simply Delish orange gel powder, combine well, and then I'm going to be adding my fresh fruit, pineapple and mandarin oranges. Now you can definitely use fresh fruit or the canned fruit. If you use the canned fruit, you really must make sure that you drain and pat it down well to extract most of the water so it doesn't make your salad watery, and also to get rid of a lot of the excess sugar that may be in the juice. Then I'm going to be adding 1 cup of slivered almonds. Now you can also use your favorite nut here. Almonds happens to be what I have on hand. This gives the salad a really nice texture and crunch and adds a nice little woof to your orange keto salad. So once you've combined this really well, I'm going to transfer this from my mixing bowl into a sealable glass bowl that I can put in the fridge. This recipe is best chilled overnight or chilled well in advance prior to serving for best results. Nutritional label to follow. Now let's get back to my keto baking favorites you can find on Amazon. Now, two of my favorite gluten-free flours that I use that are specific for the ketogenic or low-carb diet. You don't need to be specifically being on the ketogenic diet, but if you are trying to reduce your carb intake and make some fabulous foods, I highly recommend coconut flour or an almond flour, and I will also include pictures up above so that you can see which ones I prefer and that I personally use. And they are absolutely fabulous. I think that you will love them. And if you don't happen to eat low carb at the moment, but you are gluten-free, these gluten-free low carb flours you can incorporate into your everyday cookie, cake, muffin recipes to help reduce your carbs and still have fabulous, delicious taste. So next one on the list would be, let me see, a no yolk alternative. So if you happen to not be consuming eggs or you're allergic to eggs, I do have included a no yolk alternative that you can add to your recipes. They're a really high size of protein, gluten, dairy-free, all of that fabulous good stuff that you can't have or you're trying to avoid and are vegan or vegetarian. So I think that you will also enjoy this product as well. So that is it for my top 10 baking recommendations. Sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free. A lot of them are vegan and kosher, so be sure to check out the link down below. And I also hope you enjoy the Simply Orange Salad recipe, keto, sugar-free, low in carbs. I've also included the nutritional label, so I really hope you enjoyed that recipe included. You find this video really helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload new videos. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye!